Okay, good morning. Thank you all for joining us this early morning. I want to first say everybody for joining us at this important press conference for SB 1021. I'm Steven Choi, Senator from 37th District, which is from Orange County. I want to thank all my legislative colleagues, our bill sponsor, Field of Dreams, and many hunting, fishing, conservation organizations, and especially the young advocate who is supporting this effort. SB 1021 is a simple bill rooted in compassion. It directs the Fish and Game Commission to establish reasonable accommodations so that children facing life-threatening illness can have the opportunity to participate in the fishing and hunting experiences that many of us take for granted. For these families, time is precious. This bill helps create opportunities to spend that time together outdoors, making memories that can last a lifetime, while continuing to uphold California's strict conservation standards, licensing requirements, and hunter education safeguards. My father used to love to fish at the lake, and then I followed him, and then I fished, and then also taking advantage of the close ocean from Orange County. I used to go out on the boat fishing, and as we all love outdoor activities like this, all children also do love to go out and do activities, especially fishing and hunting activities. But this bill is geared for children who are in health issues with the limited time. So this bill will establish a special measures for them. And 1031, which is about to be heard at the Assembly, if everybody can support that, I would greatly appreciate. Thank you again for being here, and look forward to sharing more rich experiences about this wonderful experience all together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Choi. I'm Rick Travis, advisor to the Legislative Outdoor Caucus. Our next speaker is Assemblymember Lori Wilson of Suisun City, co-chair of the California Legislative Outdoor Sporting Caucus. Assemblymember Wilson has been a strong advocate for expanding access to outdoor recreation and understands the importance of creating opportunities for all Californians to experience our state's natural resources. Please join me in welcoming Assemblymember Lori Wilson.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Choi, for your leadership. I'm excited to be able to be here today as we discuss this inclusive bill that at its core promotes child and teen health. If we establish a program increasing opportunities for youth with life-threatening illnesses to fish and hunt, we will immensely help those who face cancer diagnosis. Nearly 15,000 children and adolescents are diagnosed with cancer each year in the United States. Each year in California, approximately 1,700 children receive a cancer diagnosis. According to the National Cancer Institute, cancer is the leading cause of death by disease after infancy among children and adolescents. In 2024, approximately 1,590 children and adolescents nationwide were estimated to die from the disease. These kids, whether it's cancer or another life-threatening illness, often experience significant physical, emotional, and psychological challenges associated with their diagnosis, treatment, and recovery. And studies show spending time outdoors and engaging in nature can improve mental health, reduce stress, and improve quality of life for those with serious medical conditions. And what better outdoors is there than what we have right here in the state of California? Like Senator Choi, I grew up with a father who fished. So I learned how to fish. I learned how to touch those little icky things. But they turned out to be tasty things. But it was a enriching experience, especially because my family grew up poor. And that was one of our best recreational activities. And the type of recreational activities that we have in this state, you get to do no matter your income. And so it's something that we want to ensure those with cancer or life-threatening diseases get to experience the benefit of that. So SB 1021 recognizes that for youth facing life-threatening illnesses, healing extends beyond medical treatment by creating opportunities to experience the great California outdoors through fishing and hunting in a manner that is safe, ethical, and grounded in science-based wildlife management. I'm thankful to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Wilson. Our next speaker is Senator Dave Cortese of San Jose, co-chair of the California Legislative Outdoor Sporting Caucus. Senator Cortese has long supported efforts to connect individuals and families to the outdoors. It recognizes the values these experiences can have on a young person's life. Please welcome Senator Cortese.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me here today. I want to thank Senator Choi for his leadership on this bill. I want to thank the members of the Outdoor Caucus. I'm one of the co-chairs of the caucus here representing the Senate side, and I have been involved in all the 5.5 years I've been here just because of this kind of work that we have the opportunity to do. And the good senator recognized that and brought this bill forward. And even though we have some of the strongest hunting, fishing, and wildlife conservation standards anywhere in the nation, our hunting seasons, harvest limits, licensing requirements, and wildlife management decisions, which are guided by science and responsible stewardship of our natural resources, we can do a lot more in terms of sort of rededicating ourselves and regenerating ourselves to particularly a generation of young people who are out there and would like to be fortunate enough to have this kind of an opportunity, especially those who are suffering a life-threatening illness. This bill does not create new hunting rights. It doesn't increase harvest quotas or issue excessive tags or additional tags. It doesn't waive hunter education requirements or weaken conservation laws. Every participant must still comply with California's existing licensing requirements, hunter education standards, ethical hunting rules, wildlife protections, and of course, safe firearm use. We know, and we've talked about extensively, that what this bill does is really simple. It gives children facing life-threatening illnesses the opportunity to participate in the same carefully regulated outdoor experiences that have helped generations of California connect with nature and our conservation heritage. And that's why I use the word regenerate. It is important right now, I think, for our traditions, our hunting and fishing traditions, to make sure that we're actively regenerating. We can no longer just take for granted that families are going to pass these traditions down to their children. I have no grandchildren myself. I have 4 children and no grandchildren, but I have a godson who is 12 years old. I would refer to him, I don't like to label people, but as an inner city kid from one of the toughest neighborhoods in San Jose. He asked me about going out with me, particularly going out hunting, and I got him involved. And I'll never, for the rest of my life, forget him sitting in a pickup truck next to me after an outing, looking at me and saying, I'm pretty lucky. There's a lot of kids who are not lucky enough to have this opportunity. Now, multiply that 1,000 times over for kids with life-threatening illnesses that, again, Senator Choi and the co-authors and the sponsors recognize, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that you have to be a super lucky kid to enjoy the things that many of us just grew up with and took for granted. And that's part of the mission here, I think. We can preserve California's strong commitment to wildlife management while also showing compassion to young people and families facing extraordinary challenges. SB 1021 proves that conservation and compassion go hand in hand. I'm honored to support the effort, and it couldn't come from a more compassionate author. Whatever our agreements are and our differences may be on any given day, I will tell you that Senator Choi is one of the most compassionate members of the legislature and certainly of the California State Senate. And I try to follow his open heart whenever I can, and I'm doing so today. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Cortese. Our next speaker is Senator Minority Leader Brian Jones of Santee, who also serves as a co-chair of the California Legislative Outdoor Sporting Caucus. Senator Jones is an avid outdoorsman and a strong advocate for preserving California's hunting, fishing, and outdoor heritage for future generations. It's been a pleasure to work with him. Please join me in welcoming Senator Brian Jones.
Good morning. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank Senator Choi for introducing SB 1021 and for allowing me to participate today. And we might as well keep the theme going that we've discovered this morning of fathers teaching kids how to fish. I'm of the same story. My dad taught my brother and I how to fish when we were little. His grandfather taught him. So we have over 100 years of fishing in our family. My brother lives in Colorado and is an avid stream and river fisherman there. I have the opportunity several times a year to go deep sea fishing off the coast of San Diego. So this is a really important issue. And as co-chair of the California Outdoor Sporting Caucus, I jumped at the opportunity to be a part of this truly meaningful legislation as a co-author. As I said, but my interest in this bill is personal as much as it is policy. As a father, one of the most meaningful memories of my kids have been built out of outdoors, hunting and fishing and spending time together away from the distractions of everyday life. And now I have two grandkids that I'm looking forward to introducing with their parents as well to these experiences. These experiences teach patience, responsibility, respect for nature, and an appreciation for California's wildlife and conservation ideals. For families facing life-threatening childhood illness, opportunities to create those kinds of memories can be incredibly rare and particularly meaningful. SB 1021 gives these young people and their families a chance to experience something special together during an extraordinarily difficult time. When a child is seriously ill, the entire family carries that burden. A hunting or fishing outing can provide a moment away from it all, and anything we can do to facilitate that, we should do as a state. I'm proud to support this bill and will provide California families facing tremendous challenges an opportunity to enjoy the same outdoor experiences that have meant so much to my family and countless other families across California. Thank you. Thank you, Senator Choi, for introducing this bill, and let's make sure we get it through the Assembly.
Thank you, Senator Jones. Senate Bill 1021 would not be before us today without the dedication and vision of Field of Dreams. Our next speaker is Tom Dermody, founder and president of Field of Dreams, whose organization has spent years helping children facing life-threatening illnesses create meaningful experiences and lasting memories. Please welcome Tom Dermody.
Good morning. Thank you all for having me here. Thank you, Senator Choi, for this wonderful opportunity. Good morning. My name is Tom Dermody, and I am the founder of the Field of Dreams, a California-based 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to providing outdoor adventures, hunting, fishing, and more to special needs children, veterans, and their families. Since 2004, we've seen firsthand how time in nature brings joy, healing, and lasting memories to those facing incredible challenges. That's why the Field of Dreams is proudly sponsoring SB 1021. This bill will expand supervised hunting and fishing opportunities for our youth diagnosed with life-threatening illnesses. It directs the Fish and Game Commission to support reasonable ADA accommodations, including allowing a qualified assistant to help with tracking, retrieving, and dispatching game or fish when needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Legislation is ultimately about people, and our next speaker brings that perspective. Amy Heiss has been a passionate advocate for youth and families facing extraordinary medical challenges and understands firsthand the importance of creating opportunities to bring hope and unforgettable experiences to California's youth. Please welcome Amy Heiss.
Thank you for having me. I asked nearly 300 kids at my school, if you were told you only had a year to live, what would be your final wish? I received many beautiful stories, but today I want to highlight two in particular. Connor wishes to hunt a red stag with his stepfather, who has taught him everything he knows about hunting and conservation, and have created lasting memories together. Lila wishes to go fishing with her father on Shasta Lake, as fishing with him is one of her favorite ways to spend time and build memories. These stories reflect the passions of youth across California who love to fish and hunt. However, there is something many don't realize. Life-threatening illnesses make everyday tasks challenging, let alone pursuits like hunting and fishing. Senate Bill 1021 aims to establish a program that will allow kids to safely and responsibly fulfill their final wishes with the accommodations in accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, whether it involves helping reel in a fish or properly aiming a firearm. Supporting this bill would mean the world to the youth of California. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, for sharing your perspective and reminding us why this effort matters. Today, you've heard from legislators on both sides of the aisle, from advocates and from those who have dedicated their lives to helping young people face extraordinary challenges. Senate Bill 1021 is about opportunity. It is about giving youth with life-threatening illnesses the chance to experience the outdoors, spend meaningful time with their families, and create memories that will last a lifetime. As a person that's fought cancer in their own house, I will tell you that rare moment that you get to get away from everything is priceless if it can be achieved. And I want to thank Senator Choi for his leadership, our bipartisan legislative champions staying behind me and to the side, Field of Dreams for sponsoring this effort, Amy, and the many organizations staying with us today. We look forward to continuing this conversation in the Assembly Water Parks and Wildlife Committee hearing this morning at 9 a.m. Thank you for your time, your interest, and your support. We will now be available for questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick. Good job.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out this morning. As you heard, this bill, SB 1021, is important. Let's go to make sure that it passes and let all the children with the disabilities and the terminal illness can enjoy outdoors. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.